What's up everybody, Kyle1000 here. Welcome back to another video. And today we will be discussing the big debut that happened last night on AEW Dynamite. Road Rager, they're back on the road in Miami. And it was a great show, and they had a big surprise debut that I didn't see coming. I didn't think it was possible this soon. I'm sure you can tell by the thumbnail and title that it is none other than Tommy End, formerly known as Aleister Black, and looks like from now on he's going by the name Malakai Black. And we will get into that, but before we do, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and leave me a comment to let me know what you think of Aleister Black, Tommy End, whatever you want to call him in AEW. And are you some of the matchups you're looking forward to see? It looks like they are starting off a feud with Cody. But again, before I get into that, I just want to say it was so good to see AEW back on the road. It's like things are finally getting back to normal. Sold out crowd as well made it perfect. And yeah, it's wrestling how it should be on the road. Full house. Yeah, and it was a great show as well to go along with it. I loved the main event. Young Bucks defended the tag titles against Penta and Kingston in a street fight. It was a fantastic match. Yeah, Andrade versus Matt Sydal, which was a good match. And there's an okay strap match between Cody and QT Marshall. Strap matches are one of those ones where I don't hate the stipulation, but when you have to touch the four corners, it's kind of hard to build like suspense and all. But I think with the stipulation, they did put on a good match. And of course, the debut of Tommy End, Aleister Black, Malakai Black, whatever you want to call him going forward. I'm not sure if like Malakai Black's like a darker. Well, no, it seems like Malakai Black is a darker side of Tommy End. Before Dynamite, he posted a thing on his Instagram where he was like in a prison, like solitary confinement. Josiah Williams was in the video as well. If you know who he is, he done the like raps over the wrestling music. I used to love his videos. He got signed by WWE, and I think he got released as well recently. He was in it as well. Wrestling Flow, that's what I was trying to think of what the videos were called that Josiah did. It's called Wrestling Flow. If you haven't checked them out, I recommend it. Also, if you haven't seen it, the video on Tommy End's Instagram, go look at it. It's a sick video. Yeah, basically they're calling him Tommy, they're like doctors, and he's like, I'm not Tommy, I'm Malakai, and kind of attacks him. He's still selling the eye. He had the eye patch on, which is kind of cool. He's selling something that happened in a previous company. So yeah, that's kind of like a cool little touch as well. Malakai Black is actually, it sounds like a sick name, I can't lie. It's just one of those wrestling names where you're like, that's a good name, in my opinion anyway. But yeah, he debuted, and on commentary they're like, oh, it's Tommy End, it's Malakai Black. So I feel like they are going to go with this. Malakai Black is a darker, more vicious version of Tommy End. And who knows, maybe he could still go by Tommy End, working in indies, and it's just Malakai Black's his TV name. Or maybe he just goes with Malakai Black full time. We'll have to wait and see on that. But yeah, his debut, the lights went out during the Cody match. They came back on, nothing happened. Aaron Anderson was in the ring later on the show, cutting a promo. Lights go out again. Lights come back on. It's Malakai Black. Tommy End hits him with the he used to call it the Fade to Black in the WWE. I don't know if he can still use that name, but it's his spinning kick that he does. Cody then comes out. He gets kicked, and Black kind of walks away. So it looks like they're building with a Black and Cody feud, which I actually think will be sick. I know Cody gets a bit of hate online. I kind of get it, but I am a fan of Cody. And I think him and Black will have some serious matchups together. I think they'll have some good matches. And yeah, I'm very excited to see Aleister Black, Tommy End, Malakai Black, whatever you want to call him, in AEW. Been a big fan of him since before he signed to WWE. I've seen him in the indies a good bit, in like PWG. He was over in OTT a bit. Of course, he wrestled in like Progress and in the UK scene as well, and around Europe. So I'm a big fan of Tommy End for a long time, and I'm happy to see, I felt like he was a bit underused in WWE. He was a guy that should have been in the main event scene, and it looked like they were giving him a big push when he came back from an injury, I think it was. But he came back onto TV. He was off TV for a while. He came back, and it looked like they were going to give him a bit of push, and then they released him. So I'm very excited to see what they do with him in AEW. And I didn't expect this to happen because the whole 90-day non-compete causes. But I did see the rumors that maybe WWE were going to lighten him, or like they were going to allow people out of him, which it looks like they have done for Tommy End, which makes it even more interesting on who and where people will show up now. But we don't have to wait 90 days. Like, could Buddy Murphy, for example, show up next week in AEW? Could someone show up next week on TNA? I believe Slammiversary is in a few weeks. And of course, last year we got a few debuts after recently released people like the Good Brothers and Cardona and Myers came in. Well, Cardona came in a bit later, didn't he? Because he was doing the quick shot in AEW first. But yeah, Eric Young came back and all. So it'll be interesting to see who goes to Impact. Will more people join Andrade and Tommy End in AEW, which they probably will. Probably a few people will end up going to MLW, maybe a few go to NWA. So yeah, it is kind of an exciting time. It's sad to see all these people lose their job, but now they're given a platform where they can really shine, and it's interesting to see where they'll go and who will kind of like break out. So yeah, very excited to see Malakai Black in AEW. Like him versus Kenny in the future, him versus Hangman, him versus Darby. There's a lot of great potential matchups for him in AEW that I'm very excited to see. And yeah, that is going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy, please hit that like button and the subscribe button as well. Let me know what you think of Tommy End / Malakai Black in AEW in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next one.